In today's Take a Day, I want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and why the Lakers players even doubt themselves in regards to winning a championship. Now, before we get into that, though, please like, subscribe, also hit the notification bell, just so you get the newest and the bonus content first. We put out content every day, so you won't miss any content here. Let's just go ahead and jump right into this. So, the way the Lakers are constructed right now, it's all about Russell Westbrook. It's all about his camaraderie that he can build with the team to allow them to ascend to be a championship team, because it's all about him coming on to this team in the summertime and or being acquired by this team in the offseason, and his addition being good enough to allow the Lakers to be more flexible on offense and be more flexible on the other end of the floor as well, to be an effective team, to be a championship team going into this season and into the playoffs. Now, of course, Russell Westbrook's not a defensive guy, but the fact that he's actually out there on the floor and, with his ability to, space the floor and everything, or supposed to be able to space the floor in regards to allowing other players to play, their position and be comfortable and have more flexibility on offense, they also should have, better defense as well, or should I say the defense should be just as good as well, because they have, players like Rondo and, Dwight Howard and Anthony Davis. But, Russell Westbrook has, been in the one of the top players in the league in steals before. He's been in that category before. Now he's also been in the top category for turnovers as well. So, they definitely, factor each other out there. But, one doesn't do more for the other. But at the same time, what Russell Westbrook brings to the Lakers just doesn't allow them to win in a lot of people's mind. And I'm one of those people, because I said that I don't think it's a fit. I don't think what Russell Westbrook brings on both ends of the floor is going to allow the Lakers to ascend to a championship team, because he's just not a high IQ basketball player, but he does have a high motor and high energy. So that can definitely equate to winning in the regular season, but can it equate to winning in the postseason? And, when you hear players like Anthony Davis come out and say the way we've been playing so far is not good enough to win a championship. I mean, when you hear stuff like that from one of the top players, it means more than a lot, because now you're not even hearing from a role player on the team who definitely just has an opinion based upon what he's seeing. You got that opinion from one of your top tier players on the team who's won a championship, who knows what it takes to win a championship, and doesn't foresee this team playing at the level to be championship ready. And that's not saying that the Lakers won't ever get there, but from what he's seeing so far, he just can't tell, because the defense is lagging. Definitely. Russell Westbrook, like I said, is not all the sole reason for that, but the offense is not pushing the way it should either. When you look at the team and how they're playing overall as a unit, yeah, they'll get a win, here and there, stuff like that, but it just doesn't look like it was a fluid operation. And I think that's what a lot of fans from Laker Nation are looking at and definitely question. Now, they did get a big win last night against the Spurs. I think it was 114-106. Anthony Davis had like 34 points. He dominated the whole game pretty much. He was just a force that, the other team just definitely couldn't stop. And Russell Westbrook, I think he had close to a triple-double. I think it was 14, 11, and 7, something like that. But, in my estimation, if Russell Westbrook plays, with the mentality of I need to score about 20 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, instead of try to have 25 to 28 points, with 10 assists and 10 rebounds, it might actually benefit the Lakers a little bit more, because there's less shot taking from Russell Westbrook and more high percentage shots from other players on the team, rather than him taking the shot that's low percentage and putting the Lakers in jeopardy in regards to the offense. And when you look at the team, the way it's constructed overall, like I said, they can get a win here or there, beat a team or two here and there, but what do they look like against most teams? They look confused, and they don't really look like they're together on the court the way a chemistry built championship type team should look. But of course, like I said, there's definitely time in their favor. And I've said that in previous videos, and I'll say it in this video, because they still have time on their side. It's just waning, because when you look at the team and how they're playing, it's starting to trickle down to players in the locker room. See, right now it's Anthony Davis, but soon it might be a LeBron James. And then, if it's somebody like that, then you really have a problem, because what the king wants, the king usually gets. And I can tell you, the king wants to win. And if that's the notion, then, and if Russell Westbrook isn't cutting it, they have to figure out a way to maneuver around that, or find a way to get rid of him to get somebody else in there who can help them do so. But it's just really a hard process for the Lakers right now, because it's hard to really digest how they play from night to night. Like I said, last night they beat the Spurs, but I mean, what are they going to play like tonight? What are they going to play at the night after? Is Russell Westbrook going to have 10 turnovers the next game, or is he going to only have 5 turnovers the next game? It's really a question of like how he plays, because he pretty much runs the offense, because he is the point guard. The ball's in his hand predominantly, and it's predominantly in his hands even when LeBron James is on the floor. So they're going to have to do some figuring out. They're going to have to really figure out how to, implement Russell Westbrook's game to allow them to be successful in winning. But that's my take on the situation, though. Leave any comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Do you think the Lakers can win the way they are currently constructed and how the Westbrook is playing? Or do you think that it's going to be, a situation where they find themselves maybe in a play-in tournament and maybe even out of the playoffs? Or let me know what you think. And like I said, leave any comments and we'll talk about them as always. And hey, Cali out.